The best time to plant blueberries is early spring. We kind of missed that deadline already, but better late than never. It's not quite summer yet. We still have a few more weeks to go. So we're going to go ahead and pop these in the ground. These are good 1 or 2 year old plants. They look quite healthy. They've even got a few leaves on them, and we think that they'll do quite well. We like the varieties, and we think that they will go well with, we already have 3 varieties in our garden, and we think that these will complement them quite well. So you want to have at least 2 or 3 varieties. 3 is best. You want to take your soil, which came out of the ground, and you want to mix it 50-50 with a good organic medium. Peat moss is probably the best, but if you have a number of plants to do, peat moss can get a little expensive, so good compost will work just as well. So we'll mix that all together. You want to have a soil pH of between 4.8 and 5.2. If you're not sure about that, you can do a soil test. What you want to do is spread the roots out. I like to spread them out. Beautiful roots. These have beautiful roots. I like to break that crown of soil a little bit. Now when you plant these things, you want to make sure that they're at about the same depth as they were at the nursery. I like to make sure that the stem is the same height as at the nursery, even if you have to pull up a little bit to get that height. I like to spread that around and kind of pat it down nicely. Make myself a little well in the middle because that'll help collect water. So we'll pat this down. It'll kind of make a little dish to help hold water. That looks pretty good. I like to water these transplants with a watering can. Just water it in. And then you want to give it another drink. I'm going to come in with mulch, and pine needles work really well for mulch. We don't have any pine needles, we don't have any pine trees, but whatever you have is good. Grass clippings, straw is pretty good. Maybe not hay because of the seeds. But I like to make this about 6 to 8 inches deep. You can press the mulch down to help keep it from blowing away. I also like to water the mulch. That helps keep it from blowing away. That looks pretty good.
If in a few weeks some little blossoms appear, I see little buds, and on here you see actual flower, but if it appears here, we will snip them off.
Okay.
We want to plant these bushes 5 feet at least apart from each other. We ran into a little space problem here, so this is a little less than that, but it'll be all right. And the next one we're planting is at the other end, and you'll see that's definitely 5 feet away from the previous. If you're going to plant another row or 2 rows, whatever, the row has to be 8 feet apart from this row. When you're first planting your seedling or your mini plant and you get it in the ground, do not do any heavy pruning because it could stress the plant. And remember, if you see any blossoms, little flowers forming at the tips on these new plants, just rub them off, because we don't want them to blossom into fruit the first year. We want the strength and development to take place in the root system. Well, now we have this installed, and we're going to take this one down to the end and do the same. So this will be ready, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks to follow up on that blossom development. Thanks for joining us today.